Hello HRMS, this is Sam coming at ya. I'm here with
Maddie,
and the cast of Hawks News.
we have a unique episode planned for you.
Yeah, so let's head off with our April Madness show.
Wait, let's do something special and start off with our new segment called
10 Seconds of Teal. Wait, what do you want me to say? Wait, what am I supposed to say? Oh, wait. Answer my...
And that was 10 Seconds with Teal.
Thanks.
Sam, do you like koalas?
Yes.
Then you should spend some koality time with them.
Ha 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 ha. You're so funny. Not.
Rude.
Anyway, you know, Maddie, April is Poetry Month.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this moment my whole entire life.
Really?
No, I just know people who have.
Okay.
Hello HRMS, this is Special Reporter Jack Murray, here for another episode of Hawks News. This month is Poetry Month, so I'd like to celebrate by teaching everyone a new form of poetry, the haiku. A haiku is a poem in which the first stanza has 5 syllables, the second has 7, and the third has 5. Here's an example. Ice packs need to be returned. Can't you clearly see? We need them all back. Now that you all understand the concept, it's time for an original poetry reading by yours truly. April is a month that celebrates poetry, so go write some poems. Speaking of writing poems, I'm pretty sure some other HRMS students have already done just that. Let's see.
Cameras, New York, apples, and chairs. These are all nouns, if anyone cares.
What's up with airplane food? Kinda plain, don't you think?
The cat in the hat, the baseball bat, bats in a cave. Caves are dark. The dark is scary. But I am brave, obviously.
An expo marker, if used incorrectly, is still an expo marker. Where did you think this was going? A mouse pad with a dad is a fad, a rad pad, if you will.
Mr. Bartlett, Mr. Anno, Mr. V, and Miss Ray. Those are the names of people who walked into the building today. Plus, like a lot of others probably, there's really no way to tell for sure.
A haiku. This is not one.
The yearbook is most often looked at during a year it does not represent. Should we start to call it a future book? Or should we refer to it as a picture book? Because that's all it contains, really.
Chromebooks. They're made of plastic, a little misleading, don't you think? Also, don't put them in the sink. No matter what your friends say, trust me.
Battery pack, jet lag, jaguars in the jungle. So many words there are that Yoda gets confused. Do you agree? The candy is on sale.
Trees and their leaves.
Bees and their knees.
You and me have read.
Suns for loving poetry.
So Maddie, how do you feel about the snow in April?
I think it's wrong.
Yeah, I feel like April has taunted us with the warm, nice, breezy air, and then just shocked us all.
Well, snow in April is against the law of nature, so.
Yeah, it's like a penguin in the middle of a desert.
Or a rattlesnake in Antarctica.
I feel like nature is reading the book upside down.
What?
It's a metaphor.
Okay then, let's see what Mr. Weather has for us.
Hello, I'm Bryson Rest, and I'm your weatherman this week. And up in Oregon, it will be sunny, and we'll be getting up to 120 degrees. And in Bridgeport, Connecticut, it will be rainy with 8 inches of rain. And then in Beverly, Massachusetts, there will be 14 volcanoes erupting, and that's your weather this week.
Thanks, Mr. Weather.
So, for those of you that don't know, HRMS is participating in our local Drama Fest.
That's right. It is directed by Miss Bennett herself, and she has done a magnificent job for her. So let's give her a round of applause.
Anyway, we did a show this past week, and it was a splendid performance.
Speaking of local news, let's head off to Becky.
Good morning, HRMS. I'm Becky with your local news. Throughout the month, the Engineering Club has been manufacturing clocks. Now, these clocks actually work. The hands go around and around and around and around and around and around. I think you get it. The Engineering Club takes place in Mr. Scarm's room after school. So, Mr. Scarm, what things have you made in the Engineering Club and in your engineering classes?
So in classes, I have 3 grade levels. 6th grade we do Lego robotics, and we also have some small woodworking projects. 7th grade we focus on transportation. We make rockets, boats, and hovercrafts. 8th grade we do a lot of house design. We've been doing some woodworking, and we're getting into some transportation as well. In engineering club, we've made clocks. We've done some engineering challenges, and we're going to get into model rockets to finish up the year.
And also, my favorite question, what's your favorite color?
Engineering club.
Nice job, Becky. Now I'll always be on time.
For once.
Hey!
Anyway, Maddie, how do you feel about the new Instagram rule?
I liked it better without the rule.
I know. I think everybody liked their posts in chronological order, and then it changed them to highest popularity instead.
Let's see how Ethan feels about the new rule.
Hello and good morning, HRMS. I'm Ethan West, and this is your Hawks News Instagram report. Before we get started, don't forget to submit your photos and questions to @Danvers Hawks News on the IG. Let's get started with our first question. It comes from Anna. She asks, are you ... down to lunch? No, I am not down to lunch. This app just basically tells your friends when you are down to lunch. Or in other words, I'm eating lunch and I want all my friends to know. Moving on to our next question. It comes from Justin Ladd. He asks, brothers or orange leaf? I would have to go with orange leaf, but I'm not so sure what's going on with it. Is it shutting down downtown? If you have any ideas, comment on our last photo. But if orange leaf was open, I would have to go with that. Our last DM comes from Ethan. He sent us this photo with a caption, I have superpowers. You do? What kind? If I could have superpowers, I would love to have super speed. If you could have a superpower, what would you have? DM us and maybe you'll be in our next show. That's it from me. Back to you, Sam and Maddie.
So Maddie, how was your April vacation?
Pretty boring. I only spent it with one person. It was sad.
Cool.
Excuse me?
Sorry, it sounded cool at the time, but then it started to sound uncool, so...
Sam, you can stop.
Okay.
So, we're gonna watch a video where Sam eats his first cannoli.
Nice. Now let's head off to Kara.
Hello HRMS, my name is Kara coming at you today with sports. First off, I hope that you all had a wonderful April vacation. Now that it is spring, many spring sports have started up. At the beginning of this month, however, we did experience a couple of snowfalls, which kind of moved things back.
Snow watch, snow watch, snow watch.
Really, Mr. Nicole? That is so 2015. Anyway, so we're probably not going to get any more snow, right? Well, that's all I have for today. Back to you, Maddie and Sam.
Sam, we only have 2 more shows and then we're done.
Yeah, we've had a good run.
Yeah, I'll probably look back on this day and remember all of it.
Anyway, let's head off to Emily.
Hello, HRMS. It's Emily Stasio, your student interviewer. Today we have Lauren Lopes on the show. Hi. So, Lauren, if you could only sing or rhyme for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I would sing because I'm not very good at rhyming.
Okay. Would you rather own a squirrel or a hedgehog for your pet?
I would own a hedgehog because they're cool and squirrels are mean.
Agreed. Okay. Would you rather live in space or underwater?
Underwater because it's cool and space is too dangerous.
Okay. Now, what's your favorite type of cookie?
Well, I like chocolate chip, but I also like oatmeal raisin, and it's Mr. Cola's favorite too.
Okay, finally, have you ever done the Bean Boozled challenge?
Yes.
Okay, what do you think the worst type of jelly bean is there?
The barf ones.
Agreed. Well, that's all we have for me today. It's Emily East Coast signing off. Back to you, Matt and Sam.
Well, that's all for this show, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Join us next time on our special outdoor episode.
And congratulations to Mr. Farrell, Mr. Bellier, Mrs. Butterworth, and Mr. Sanchez.
Bye.